Rassilon Productions also pulled Brian's arm off, and now that the place is shut, I feel no guilt snitching on him. Time Fracture closed, and it was this man's fault.
Well, I don't know how to start this video. It's been it's been a distraught day. You may have seen Davis's recent video calling me out. And everything he says, everything he says is true. I am single-handedly responsible for closing Time Fracture. It was all me. Once in my life, I'm completely speechless. I want to apologize now to Brian and his family and all the people involved in Time Fracture, because let me just get better light. Yeah. A little bit darker. Yeah, sure. I'm pathetic. Right? So, sorry. It's just really difficult to talk about. So, I think I should go into a bit of context first, because me and Brian, we met during the 90s. It was dark. It was a dark period. You know, well, if anyone around them remembers them, we remember they were the darkest of days. And we met in Barbados. You know, typical man meets ood. I can't believe he's gone. Well, I'll get to that. Me and Brian, we were best friends. We were partners in crime. I was a part of the same Assassin's Guild as he was. We trained together. He taught me so much, maybe too much. Because when I went to Time Fracture with Davis and everyone there, well, let's just say it didn't end well. Right? I mean, you've seen the pictures, you've seen the evidence. I was contracted by a clown of all people, to kill my best friend, to use my assassin's training against him. In some ways, it was proud of that. In some ways, it's what Brian would have wanted. But it got worse. I couldn't keep myself together, because I walked into the room again, this time as a passerby. A civilian just stumbled across his body, and I couldn't hold myself back. I knelt beside him and I held his hand. And then everyone was dragging me back, and I pulled it off. I pulled off Brian's arm, and in turn single-handedly closed Time Fracture, as Davis has said, and rightly so. I'm not putting the blame on him for putting it out there, because it was going to come out eventually. You know, I couldn't. But I met someone on Time Fracture. I met someone at a Time Lord in the Doctor. Old friend of mine, actually. Really difficult to kill. Yeah, I met him, and you know, we talked for a bit. We talked about what happened, and the Doctor was actually really helpful. Not in killing Brian, I've got to say that, but he could do one last thing for me. He could actually help, and this might actually help Davis in answering, is Brian alive? It depends on your quality of life, of course, but basically, everyone who was killed by a time fracture, there was the last person to be killed, he used a sonic screwdriver, and, well, it's best I just show you. Now, hold on, Brian. Here he is. Yeah, hello. Sorry, he's a bit quiet around now, but this is Brian. Brian Yude, still alive, still kicking. Could be worse fates, You'd be surprised. It's surprisingly peaceful, and yeah, we even have a bit of a love life. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, well, I guess what they say is salvation and damnation are the same thing, really. I have no idea what that means. I still don't. I often wonder to myself, I don't know. It was, but I just hope you can find it in your heart. Your hearts to forgive me and not cancel me on Twitter. Please don't. But yeah, make sure to subscribe and like the video. And if you could comment Brian lives, or just comment Brian. Thank you for watching, and thank you for accepting my apology, because you know you want to. You know you want to accept my apology. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.